Hello, it's Kevin Matthew here from madeit94.com. We are a handmade gift company and I'm here today to talk to you guys about 5 things you must do when working with MDF. That's 5 things you've got to do when working with MDF. Take a look. So, rule number 1 when you're working with MDF, mask. Must have. Get the mask on, because all the fibres in that MDF is going to go inside your nose, it's going to go inside your lungs, and over time it's going to make you very ill. End of story. Number 1, wear a mask if you're working with MDF. Point number 2 is wear goggles when you're working with MDF. Dust particles go into your eyes and can be very irritable. Wear goggles. Point 2. Point number 3, and this one's a pretty good one, if you have children, if you work from home, number 3 is you've worn your old clothes, but when you go back in, get rid of them before you go back into the house, wash them, put them in the washing basket, because again, these dust particles, especially if you're working with young, when you've got young kids, can be very, very dangerous. Number 4 is probably a pretty obvious one. Clean up after you. Clean up after yourself. So I've got Hoover out, Hoover every bit of dust that you can see, clean your area. Final point about working with MDF. You've cut your MDF, you've got it in the shape that you want, and you've decided to paint on it. What you'll notice, even if you use a primer, and there's another video that we're doing on primer and coating MDF, but what you'll find is if you try and paint directly onto that MDF, the paint will soak into the wood, and you'll have little fibres that come up. So little fibres basically of wood particles that'll come up, and you won't be able to write on it, you won't be able to do anything with it. What you've got to do is you've got to sand it. Sand it. Repaint, and once you repaint on that, it'll have a lovely smooth finish. You should need an undercoat and a full coat. An undercoat and a full coat, alright? Do you need primer? Well, that's for another video. But you need 2 coats of paint, at least, to work with MDF.